I'm Gary Ray Fraley. I'm a California State Bar Certified Bankruptcy Law Specialist in Sacramento, California. One of the things that I have seen happening of late is people coming in that have lost their homes to foreclosure while in the COVID pandemic. A lot of people think that there is a moratorium, and there is, to foreclosure. But what they wrongly believe is that it applies to all mortgages. That is not true. The mortgages that are government-backed, like FHA, VA, Farm Home, HUD, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, all those lettered ones, those are essentially put on hold at this time. Now, when they come off hold, there's going to be a question of what gets put to the end of the mortgages when they weren't being paid, and whether or not those will have to be caught up. What I want to focus on, however, is not that. What I want to focus on is the fact that if you have a mortgage that is a private lender, in other words, not one of these big federally backed lenders, or if you have a second mortgage out there, essentially no matter who, those can be foreclosed on. The moratorium does not stop them from being foreclosed. And there has been millions and millions of dollars of property lost and equity lost to foreclosures just in my area up here around Sacramento, because people wrongly believed they were safe. All of the publicity sounded great, but it's the fine print that gets you. If you have a mortgage out there and they have started, or they're continuing to move forward with a foreclosure, do not sit back and think you're safe, because you're about to be run over by a tank. Okay? You want to deal with these as soon as possible. A lot of people have the problem, of course, with loss of job and reduction in income because of COVID. Eventually, as you get back on your feet, or as soon as you can before the house or property is foreclosed on, you need to get in and talk to a good bankruptcy attorney. The reason is that the one tool you have that nobody can get around is bankruptcy. And there's three types you can have. A Chapter 7 straight bankruptcy will stop a foreclosure for 3 to 5 months and get rid of a lot of debt, may leave you with taxes and mortgages and student loans, things like that. A Chapter 13 you can set up, and you can use that to catch up your mortgage over as high as 5 years and pay things like cars in that plan, pay the taxman money you can't get rid of in recent income taxes, as an example. It is a good tool. If you go into a Chapter 13 reorganization to save your home, you also can pay anything from zero to all those unsecured credit cards and personal loans and things like that, up to as much as 100%, depending on your circumstances. It is a good way to solve that problem. It will give you the time, it will give you a payment schedule, and as long as you meet the qualifications to do Chapter 13, You keep everything if you need to or if you want to. Depends on what you can afford. Chapter 13 sounds simple. It is not. The National Association of Chapter 13 Trustees did an article a few years back, and it read, Chapter 13 with a plus mark, self-representation, equal sign, 0 success rate. This is not filling out papers. This is not something some paralegal's going to be able to tell you how to do. If you do it yourself, if you use a paralegal and you don't use a highly qualified bankruptcy attorney, I don't mean Joe, the attorney down the street that does family law, divorce, custody, criminal work, probate, and oh, by the way, does bankruptcy. You need somebody that focuses their knowledge and experience on bankruptcy. I would recommend that you find a state bar certified bankruptcy law specialist in your area. You can go to the state bar and look up specialists and go to that, plug in bankruptcy, plug in your county, and it will bring up what specialists there are in your county that are state bar certified. You don't want somebody who says they specialize in. You want somebody that's certified by the state bar. Don't go second rate. You can't afford it. There's some other things that I will discuss in other videos, such as small businesses and options to salvage those, restaurants, things like that. But for our purposes here, you need to know, and you need to have 3 things to be able to do a Chapter 13. One is you need income. No income, can't afford it. The other is that there's only certain types of entities that can use this. The third is there is a cap on the amount of debt you can owe. I'll get into all those in another video. I hope that what I've provided you is enough to get you to where you avoid losing your home or property. I would appreciate it if you found this informational video of use. Please give it a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate it if you join and subscribe to my YouTube video channel. That way you can get all the other videos that will be coming up over the next few months. You can also look up my name and find other videos that have been shot in past years. Again, I wish you good luck and have a good day. Stay safe.